some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have the ball first. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick?
Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So the Clemson Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened.
Down the boulevard. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the... and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to...
Breaks into the open. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Using the quick game. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Brown wants to pass. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Pulls and throws out the RPO. At the 20, he's got space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Clemson set up with another 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, the ground game. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Brown will throw it. He's going to run it. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nowhere for him to run again, and now fourth down is going to be a tough one. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Spits it out to the back. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The give to the left side. Got room to work. It's a running, just keeps moving. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Keller. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of so many people close together, so earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellows, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Appalachian State. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Got him downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lets it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't, and they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. Receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Offense changing the play. Brown wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Toner. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's reeled in. It's Stockton. On the move at the 30. He's loose down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Looking to throw.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Toner. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Off the RPO, complete. Still running at the 40. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter.
Turning it on. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice.
He's taking the shot. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Jimenez. Crosses the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll try the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Plows through the defense. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got his man across the middle. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. To the ground with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk. Keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. The give to the back. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it. To the 10. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Fires into the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good.